Well, I just posted episode 6 yesterday, and here we go. I'm going to start working on episode 7. Steve Coover keeps putting out some really great stuff, and I'm just really excited to show it to you guys. So let's get rolling. All right, here's our first play. I'm fairly certain this is the exact same game we had in episode 6. So it's a 7-man crew, and yeah, it's got to be. Look at those uniforms, all-star game. All right, so look to the box on the left. In San Diego, they're asking the umpire to move a little wider and deeper. I spoke to Steve this morning. He's suggesting 10 yards and wider to the umpire's right, the offensive set's left. As long as he can see the ball and look for snap infractions, this is probably a better place for him. So referee will be looking at zone 3, which places his view right at the critical block when the quarterback cuts back to his side. So I think this play was originally supposed to go to the left, but you'll see that the running back or the quarterback, whoever has the ball, changes direction. See, a bit of a broken play, good blocking on the outside there, and then, yeah, as he points out, great judgment. He's down inbounds. Okay, now the umpire should recognize that this is a first down. He should be killing the clock right away. He doesn't do that. Again, this is his first game, in months. So, as I said before, this is a very good umpire. This next one cracks me up. Okay, so you guys in Orange County, you can avoid this by doing what? It's a very simple mechanic. If you judge the runner to be out of bounds, place the ball out of bounds. If it's inbounds, place the ball inbounds and then signal your timeout. Okay? But yeah, don't signal timeout with the ball in your hands. And now we get the timeout signal by the umpire. All right, that's it. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, this next play, Steve is really focusing on umpire and referee in these last 2 videos, which I like. We don't get a lot of commentary about umpire mechanics. So he's making the statement that, as soon as you see a legal snap, then you transition to the action on your side. And he's watching that block, and that was a nice, clean block, right? Nothing there. Okay. Now we got bad color. Bad color. Okay. So the referee's going to focus on that action right there. Okay, this guy's got good scrambling technique. And of course, these 2 guys know he's throwing the ball, right? So they better not smack him, they better be letting up. If they make contact, it should be contact that's made while they're letting up. Okay, let's take a look at it in slow-mo. That's great. Do you see what the defender did? He made contact, but he's holding him up. Perfect. That's what we want. That's what the coaches should be teaching that. Okay, nice pass on reception here. And then, this drives me crazy. Why are we winding the clock when the ball's at the numbers? What should he be doing, right? Dead ball, right? Dead ball signal immediately. That wind is completely unnecessary. All right. Yeah, he's still winding. There we go. There's a dead ball. All right, next one. Okay, this is a real simple one. Steve's just talking about timeout mechanics. Watch here. Okay, we got the line judge coming in, killing it, signaling which team called timeout. But the great thing is that everybody that's in view is signaling timeout, and that's what we want to do. That, I agree with Steve. That is great mechanics. All right, that's it for that one. All right. So in this play, again, he's going to talk about umpire and referee mechanics, where they should be looking. Okay. If we're disciplined with our vision, we will view the critical action. Now, he's talking about the blocking here, right? We have another bad color situation, but there's nobody blocking this guy. So, you know, soft vision, the referee can keep an eye on him, looking for possible, you know, personal foul on the quarterback. But you really want to concentrate on these blocks. All right. Okay, so a broken play, check for your ineligibles. So where did we start? We are on the 34-yard line. Okay. Right down here. Okay, so this guy is legal. He's on the 35.5. This guy is legal. So we don't have any ineligibles downfield. Quarterback's getting ready to release it. Man, this kid is good. I don't know what D1 school he's going to, but they're going to get a good quarterback. Again, we got to watch for roughing the passer. There's nothing. Now I'm going to slow that down. Okay, we've got both defender and offensive player playing the ball. There may have been a little bit of contact there, but that certainly wasn't a push off. Okay, and that's what we need for OPI in that situation. We need him to create separation, slow the defender down, push off, and that didn't happen. Yeah, outstanding. This guy has impressed me through the whole game film. I love his positioning. He's got strong mechanics. Looks good. Something to aspire to, guys. All right, let's move on. Okay, there was a lot to like on this play, both from mechanics and judgment standpoint. First thing I want you to take a look at is this formation. So we have trips to the head linesman side, right? We've got two backs behind the quarterback. So somebody on this trip side is ineligible. I'm guessing it's this guy. He looks like he's a little further up than these two receivers. So as a flank official, I've got to know that guy is ineligible. And if he goes downfield and that ball is thrown beyond the line of scrimmage and we have ineligible receivers beyond the expanded neutral zone, we've got an ineligible receiver downfield, right? Or if he's blocking when the ball's in the air, we've got OPI. So know that this guy, somebody has to be ineligible. You make the choice. You decide. This is so tight. I would probably talk to the coach and find out which guy was supposed to be ineligible. All right. Yeah. Okay. Steve's saying the same thing I am. Okay, we got a little screen. So now we don't have to worry about ineligibles, right? Now, what are we focusing on now? Now that we know what kind of play it is and where it's going, okay, we're going to look at edge blocking. And I think that this matchup right here, the back judge has got to get that. Undoubtedly, the head linesman is looking at where this arrow is pointed. This is actually the second time I've done this. These are my arrows, not Steve's. So anyway, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go slow-mo. Okay. Back it up a little bit. So that first block, this one right here, just good blocking. It's to the side. There's nothing. There's not a block in the back. Doesn't look to be a hold. Gotta watch this here. This could be blindside block, but he just steps away. And then we've got. I gotta go back. Steve's comment. Yeah. Good judgment by the headlinesman. Looks like he landed with his left cheek inbounds and then rolled out of bounds. So he is winding. And this is just great dead ball officiating. Notice the umpire coming in. He's watching that group right there. The headlinesman, the side judge is already in there, so he doesn't have to worry about the runner. He can take care of all the rest of these guys. And if we don't have a 7-man crew, if we don't have a side judge, this has got to be the back judge that's over there. And I got back judges. I know it's a lot of running, okay? But you've got to be a player out of bounds, particularly a player out of bounds on the other team's sideline. You've got to be there, right? Just your presence is going to probably going to prevent a lot of stuff from happening. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Back judge is coming in anyway. That's really awesome. Great hustle. All right, let's move on. All right, this is my second edit of this play. I originally published this privately to YouTube and showed it to Steve, and he and I disagreed on the interpretation of what happened here. I think Steve's right. Here's what basically the question is: there's a helmet coming off here? Did the helmet come off due to a foul or just legal action? So that's the player whose helmet comes off, and I know this is blurry, guys. So bear with me. That's the player who blocks him. Now, I made the argument that action right there, you can see the guy's head going back, was or could be a foul for hands to the face. But Steve made the point that it wasn't prolonged, and it was more of the block starting low and coming through the helmet. And that's just not one we want to call. And I can see his point. Again, not the best angle, but so let's just leave that alone. We're going to consider this legal action. What we're going to talk about right now is responsibilities. You can see that the umpire has the edge, and he's looking right where he should be, and the referee has got all of this action behind here. And as Steve states, the helmet comes off. We must know why it comes off. Legal, then the player's out for one play. Illegal, it's a foul, and the player may stay in the game. Okay, let's continue. You can see the helmet on the ground. Okay, so we've got a couple of things here. We've got a progress spot, and the referee and the umpire both recognize that we have a helmet off, and they signal timeout. Exactly what you want to do, right? There's no flags on the ground, so this player's got to go off for a play. All right, let's move on. All right, I'm going to blast through a few plays real quick here. There's nothing real major here, but optics are important, especially on this one. Okay, notice that the back judge is in the center of the field. That's a San Diego mechanic. Normally in Orange County, we would be across on the 40-yard line right here. All right, let's go. Now, the first thing, I don't get this. Did you guys see that? Watch. The flank official drops his beanbag. Remember, guys, beanbags are enforcement spots, right? There is absolutely no reason to drop a beanbag here. I think this official doesn't understand why we use beanbags. All right, there's one. Now, this is great. Watch this. Well, look at these two. Okay, now that's illegal, right? There's interlock blocking. We cannot do that, right? But are you going to throw a flag on this? Because nothing happens here. And they can't even get to the guy they're trying to block. And, so you're going to throw a flag on that? The answer is no. You're going to talk to him, okay, and warn the coach and all that stuff. But, they didn't even block anybody, right? So just let that go and do some talking. All right, next play. Now, guys, I'm a flank official, as I've said many times. What I do in this situation is, as soon as the quarterback is touched, I spot the ball, I spot the progress spot with my eyes, and I continue to officiate. And Steve's going to get on this referee because the referee's going to run up to the progress spot. He shouldn't do that. He should be keeping his eyes on all this mess right here, right? And the guy got the spot. Great job. But, referees, trust your crews. And again, if you're a referee, find a spot that, make that spot mentally with your eyes, but you got to take care of business. Don't trust your crew, as Steve says. All right. This next one's great. Okay. So this is going to be an illegal shift, and Steve has a philosophy that if on a trick play, everything has to be perfect. We might not call an illegal shift on a normal play, but this is a trick play. Watch what happens. All this shifting goes on. They're not set for a second. Okay, that's a flag for an illegal shift. I'll let you watch it one more time. Okay, I hope you all agree with me. All right, this one's kind of funny. I hate to laugh at another official's expense. Take a look at the line judge. I don't like his positioning here. He should be straddling that 40-yard line. Now, Steve says he's got a great flag for the kicking team being offside. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. Now remember, this is an onside kick, and that line of scrimmage is a sheet of glass. Another reason for this guy to be straddling that line, to determine that sheet of glass. Okay. Okay, let's watch. Okay, this guy definitely is offside, right? And we haven't had any contact with the ball, so good, great flag. But watch what happens. Oh, now he gives the nightmare he keeps having every night. I question, why is he running down the field? That flag should go straight up in the air. Whistle, tweet. We're killing it right off the bat. I'm not even sure why he continues to move, but he does, and as a result, the play continues because he's on the ground. So basic mechanics, guys. You're judging that kicker's restraining line. You see an offside, pop it and whistle. That's it. All right, let's move on. Okay, this next one is just a great play. It's a great example of, kickoff mechanics. We screw this up so much, guys, and I think it's just because we don't do it a lot. I don't know why we screw it up, but we do. Okay, so in our association, that this gentleman is the line judge, and the field judge would be right here. But in San Diego, the field judge is on the center. This is undoubtedly the head linesman. Again, in Orange County, the head linesman would be down here on the 30. But regardless, his keys are these 4 guys, right? And then the field judge actually curls in, and he gets the remaining 3, the kicker, these guys in the middle. Okay, I want everybody to be clear on that. Now, adjust this accordingly to your association, but in general, this is the way it is. The 2 outside flanks are going to have the 4 widest on either side of their field, and the the line judge is going to have the middle 3. Okay, now he's actually the player that's going to be fouled is this player. I'm not sure, Steve, where he's going with that, but watch what happens. Oh, block below the waist, right? Now, look where it occurred, right where we talked about in the last, I think it was the last video, where most of our fouls occur in this area, that between the 20 and the 35. Okay, so that guy that got fouled, that was the flank official on this side. That was his key. He should have stayed with that key. He didn't see this. Now, but the referee did, and it was just a great pickup by this referee. I don't care how we get it, guys. I mean, I'd like to see 2 flags on this. If both officials saw it, obviously the flank official didn't see it. Steve makes a great point that at this point, the referee could curl in. I like that. There's no point in having 2 sets of eyes in almost the exact same spot. We continue. And our back judge is getting back. Now, our back judge probably has a great idea of where that player went out of bounds, right? He's running with him. He can see. I didn't go out of bounds. He went down. My bad. Right there. Okay, it's 29. Now, there's no reason that the back judge cannot communicate with this flank and let him know where he thinks the ball should be placed. Ultimately, it's the flank's responsibility, but communication is key, right? All right, great job on this. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to end this on an interesting one. This is defensive holding. It's called a pull and a shoot. And what the purpose is the defensive lineman will grab the offensive lineman and either pull him back or to the side to allow another one of his players to shoot that gap and potentially block this kick. It happens on field goals and extra points. It's rare, but you're going to see a good example of it. Okay, so watch that defensive player. I'm going to go in slow motion so you can see. This isn't a real successful pull and shoot, but it is a pull and shoot. Watch him. You're going to grab that guy, pull him forward, or backward rather, towards the goal line, and you're going to see just want to keep your eye. You're going to see, I think it's this player right here going to shoot that gap. Well, he tried anyway. Anyway, if you see that, call it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap this up. I'll see you next time. All right, that's it for this episode of OCFOA Plays of the Week. I did not get this out as fast as I wanted. Life happens. But I hope to get the next one out a little bit quicker. I know some of you in other parts of the country are starting football. I heard there was games in Utah last week. I know Chicago is starting soon. And I just, you can't play football in the middle of winter in a lot of the parts of the country. So I hope these plays of the week help. And I hope we can all have a full season without people getting sick. Just keep our fingers crossed. Hey, if you like these videos, and I really encourage you to subscribe to my my YouTube channel. That way you'll get notifications when I release new videos. All you have to do is click on my picture in the top right corner. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. Just hit the big red subscribe button and you're done. If you have missed any of these plays of the week and you want to watch some more, just click on that link on the left. This is Mark Andrews signing off.